Hola. Okay, now we're going to do activity 2, where we are going to be talking about strings. Let me just bring my way back up to the top of strings. So, where we were talking before, and we put a sentence inside some quote marks, and we put those quote marks inside some brackets, and then we told the computer to print it all, and it printed what was inside the quote marks. Anything that we put inside quote marks is referred to as a string in Python. I'm going to say that is just like the computer knows that what is inside the quote marks is a sentence for human beings, and it doesn't read that or try and understand it. It will just do something with it, and what it does depends on the commands that we give it. So print is one of those commands. There's also what we're going to use here. We're going to use some little plus marks. Plus, as you know, for mathematics, means to add things together, which you normally do with numbers, but the computer can do it with words as well. So, for example, if we took apple in quote marks and we had a plus sign in the middle, and then pineapple in quote marks, it would say that equals apple pineapple. Not apple pineapple, but apple pineapple. You would just put them all together. If we wanted to say Nuevo foundation, then we would put Nuevo in quote marks, and then we would put a plus, and then we would put a space inside 2 quote marks, and then another plus, and then we put foundation inside 2 quote marks. So let's have a look at how we print that out, or get the computer to print that out in Python. So if we type print, and then we put oops, the computer would not care that I had spelt that wrong. It doesn't read, it doesn't understand anything inside the quote marks. It just takes that to be human stuff, and it will do something with it, but it doesn't care what is in there. I could put nonsense inside there. Let's see. Can we find 2 other ways to print Nuevo foundation using 2 plus symbols in between? So, for example, we could do print Nuevo, and then I could have a plus mark, and then I could have, oops, a space. And then another plus, and then foundation. And another way would be, this is where I'm telling you the computer really doesn't care what is between those quote marks. It doesn't read them at all. It will just do what you tell it with them. So where we're telling it to print, so I'm going to say Nuevo. Actually, I'm just going to say new. And I'm going to say plus. Row. Space. And then I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to put an F in there as well. F-O-U. And then I'm going to say plus. And then I'm going to say D-A. So you see that sentence makes no sense to us, but I'm telling you it's all going to print out the same when I press run. Shall we have a look? Trust me. There we go. All of those printed out exactly the same, even though they look completely crazy on the screen there. Is that cool? What you should take from this is It's not so easy to understand what the computer needs at the start. Sometimes it's confusing. Don't worry, everyone is confused, and we're just trying to make the computer understand what we want, and it's just trying to make us understand what it wants. So you need to be patient with the computer, and you need to be patient with yourself, and we can have a lot of fun.